Welcome to our channel. Today we'll discuss about Inequality Inc. Dismantling the Pyramid of Privilege. Inequality Inc. Dismantling the Pyramid of Privilege. Oxfam's latest report, Inequality Inc. How Corporate Power Divides Our World and the Need for a New Era of Public Action, is a wake-up call in the face of a stark reality. Wealth is accumulating at the very top, while poverty and precarity tighten their grip on the vast majority. It's a document brimming with alarming statistics, damning indictments, and a clarion call for radical change. Widening the chasm. The report opens with a punch to the gut. The wealth of the 5 richest men in the world has doubled since 2020, while nearly 5 billion people have become poorer. This obscene concentration of wealth paints a grim picture of a world where privilege builds itself into a pyramid, leaving billions struggling at the base. At current rates, it will take 230 years to eradicate poverty, but we could see the first trillionaire within a decade. This statistic alone lays bare the absurdity of the current trajectory, a future where a single individual possesses wealth unimaginable to millions combined. Corporate capture. But who are the architects of this grotesque inequality? Oxfam points the finger squarely at corporate power. 7 out of 10 of the world's biggest corporations have either a billionaire CEO or a billionaire as their principal shareholder. This nexus between political and economic clout allows corporations to manipulate policies and systems in their favor, further enriching themselves at the expense of workers, consumers, and the environment. This corporate capture manifests in various ways. 1. Squeezing workers. Low wages, precarious employment, and tax loopholes that allow corporations to shirk their fair share of contributions leave workers struggling to make ends meet. This wage theft fuels corporate profits and contributes directly to widening inequality. 2. Dodging taxes. Corporations engage in complex tax avoidance schemes, depriving governments of vital resources for public services and essential programs. This financial sleight of hand starves crucial sectors like healthcare and education, furthering the gap between the privileged and the rest. 3. Privatizing the state. Corporate influence extends to pushing for the privatization of essential services like water, education, and healthcare. This removes these services from public control and transforms them into profit-generating opportunities for corporations, often leading to decreased accessibility and quality for the most vulnerable segments of society. 4. Spurring climate breakdown. Unsustainable corporate practices and relentless pursuit of profit contribute significantly to climate change. The consequences of environmental degradation are borne disproportionately by the poor and marginalized, who lack the resources to adapt or relocate. A call for revolution. Oxfam doesn't simply paint a bleak picture, it proposes a roadmap for change. The report advocates for a radical redistribution of power and wealth, urging governments to take concrete steps to dismantle the pyramid of privilege. 1. Progressive taxation. Implement fair and progressive tax systems that ensure the wealthy pay their fair share, generating revenue for investment in social programs and infrastructure. 2. Regulation and enforcement. Strengthen regulations and crack down on corporate tax avoidance and unethical practices. Create independent regulatory bodies with the power to hold corporations accountable and protect workers and consumers. 3. Universal basic income. Introduce a universal basic income to guarantee a minimum standard of living for all citizens, reducing poverty and inequality and freeing individuals to pursue education, entrepreneurship, or caregiving roles. 4. Breaking up monopolies. Tackle corporate monopolies and oligopolies that stifle competition and exploit consumers. Encourage market diversity and empower smaller businesses to create a more equitable economic landscape. 5. Protecting workers' rights. Strengthen labor laws and unions to ensure workers have a voice in their workplaces, secure fair wages and working conditions, and benefit from the wealth they help create. 6. Investing in public services. Invest in universal healthcare, education, and housing to ensure everyone has access to basic necessities regardless of income. These investments would not only improve well-being but also boost economic productivity and social mobility. From diagnosis to action. Inequality Inc. is not simply a report, it's a manifesto for a more just and equitable world. It exposes the mechanisms of a rigged system and demands a complete overhaul. The fight against inequality will not be easy. It will require sustained political will, public engagement, and collective action. But the alternative, a future where the chasm between the haves and have-nots becomes an impassable canyon, is simply unthinkable. Oxfam's report provides the diagnosis. The responsibility to act lies with us. We must hold our leaders accountable, demand a fairer share of the pie, and build a world where prosperity is not enjoyed by the privileged few, but shared by all. The stakes are high, but the potential reward, a just and equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, is worth every ounce. Thanks for watching.